Hey guys, welcome back to another Fallout 4 video. Today I organized different weapons to armor mods to gameplay, with each mod listed, so if you want to skip around, you can without getting confused, because today we got some amazing mods that might just add a little more immersion onto your mod list, or break it, depending on how stable your mod list is. And the great part is that most of these are plug and play, so anyone can grab them, except maybe PlayStation users. It's kind of sad how Sony doesn't support most mods, but we're going to move on from that because that's depressing. If you end up enjoying this video, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel for content in the future. So without further ado, let's dive right in. This mod is called Marksman Pistol, and it's a pretty simple pistol but not very strong also. The one I'm showcasing is the unique variant, but this gun is also added into the level list of certain factions after level 15 and also vendors, just in case you want to find it in the world, or you can go and grab the two unique variants, both in Far Harbor. This gun's damage and the way that it fired definitely tells me that it is the last resort kind of gun, because it single fires and it doesn't do much damage either way when firing. Sometimes a headshot doesn't even one shot, but it could save your life if the boss is a one shot and you don't have time to reload. Either way, I think this gun is more of a collectible type of thing, considering the mod page itself says this gun is supposed to be funny. The gun does look cool though, so maybe on display. It actually feels kind of weird showcasing a non-overpowered gun for once. Definitely something I'm new to, but I might just keep it because it feels like this belongs in Fallout 4. The next mod is called Militia Carbine, and this one, unlike the previous one, is very strong, at least early game, considering it is by the same mod author. This one I actually fell in love with. This one actually comes with two unique variants that kind of remind me of an old school MP5, which of course is the ones that I'm showcasing because I didn't feel like waiting until a high level for a raider to actually spawn with it. This doesn't require munitions and it uses vanilla ammo types, and it has its own custom animations to fit this new gun. But it's not super fancy, but I do love the simplicity of it. Even though it has a bunch of attachments, but to be honest, once you get the requirements, you'll probably always end up with the same looking gun because it is the best stats. And if you don't want to use the unique variant like me, you can just wait until level 12 where it will be injected into the level list like regular shops, Minutemen, Triggermen, and Gunners. So it kind of makes sense considering raiders are not that fancy. This next mod is just for those looking for just a little bit more fun, called the BH Russian Grenade Pack. Coming with 15 new Russian inspired grenades, each deal a massive amount of damage fairly, but they also have their own special way of exploding, and that's what caught my attention, because it was a little funny when not forgetting to turn on God mode and killing myself because I decided to be super close to a grenade. These grenades are set at base to be craft only, so a raider won't be throwing them at you, for now, until someone makes a mod for it, and you can find them at any chemistry station. You just need to bring the requirement craft materials, and you'll pretty much be good to go from there. Honestly, what do you even call someone addicted to blowing things up, because a fire is pyromaniac, right? So explosives have to have a certain name, right? The next mod is called Pipe Carbine. This mod adds in another version of the pipe rifle or the service rifle, but this one looks more beaten up. And I believe that was 100% the goal of this mod. The weapon gets added to the level list around level 8, I didn't see it until about level 10. And you can find it on most raiders due to them using pipe weapons a lot, and that's pretty much what this is based on. This weapon does have quite a few attachments, each unique to this weapon alone, and I gotta say, there really is no way to clean this gun up. It's full on just rust and firepower. But to be honest, that's what makes this different, and that's pretty much why I love it. It is different from other guns, and the unique variant is even more special. You really can't customize that at all. What you see is what you get, and it just has one setting, and that is shooting nails at people. So while this might just look like another service rifle to other people, I actually love the diversity in weapons that Fallout 4 has been getting lately. The next mod up is called Vtaw Synth High Mobility Suit, coming with support for CBBE at base, but there will be patches that convert it to other bodies soon, because there always is. This armor is more so for the people that love skimpy armors, but you can probably already tell that in Fallout 4. And it's actually pretty highly detailed and looks amazing up close, even though it is so simple. To get this armor, you do have to craft it at a chem station, but it has 0 requirements, so you can get it as soon as you leave the vault if you want, if that's the way you choose to play. Vtaw is really good at making highly detailed clothing, but they are generally always female only. But I can't blame them for that because like I said, that generally is the most downloaded in both Fallout 4 and Skyrim, and they tend to always be skimpy, which is also the most downloaded. But to each their own. Okay, so the next mod is more like 3 armor mods by the same mod author, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. This first one is called Minutemen Ranger outfits. What's special about this armor and the other armors from this mod author is that they are added straight to your inventory as soon as you start up the game, so it could be the beginning of the game, the end, or in the middle. Doesn't really matter, you can add and remove this at any time, so you don't have to cheat yourself some materials. This one also comes with 2 variants. One version has the Duster, which is the code for other people that don't know that work, and the other is the one without. So it's a pretty simple set, just like the other armors by this mod author. I kind of put these in order of my personal favorite, but the next one is called Minutemen Marshal outfits. This one is also added straight to your inventory as soon as you join the game. But there's also one made specially for Preston, and even has his name on it. This one comes with 3 variants, but the only difference between this is the colors, no special parts, just cosmetic. So it's pretty easy to decide when you don't have to pick one based on stats. And for my favorite, this one is called Heavy Kevlar Armor. And it's probably pretty obvious why this one is my favorite. It just gives you a Doom looking armor, but in Fallout 4 style. At least that's how I see it. And I have to say, I might just be keeping this one in my mod list even after this video. Most mods usually I remove as soon as I finish the showcase, but it's ones like these that might just get fully added into my mod list because it simply looks amazing. And just one last armor mod to tie it all together, we have the security armor. This isn't a completely new set of clothing that you just wear as a one piece. This is an over armor, so we'll go over whatever set of clothing you're currently wearing. This mod at base comes with 4 pieces, and because of that, we can call it modular. So you can wear what you want and take off what you don't, but that will mean less protection for you. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice fashion for armor, so you can stay alive longer. But if you do want to wear the full set and don't want to actually see it, you can just use new equipment overhaul. That lets you hide armors. And also because this is by Degenerate DAC, this is also added into the level list and not the chemistry station after level 8. And because there is no unique variants, and because it is an armor instead of a weapon, it took me a while to actually find it, so I do hope you're a little happy by this showcase. But otherwise, yeah, this is a pretty simple unisex armor that looks much better than the regular combat armor in Fallout 4. The next mod up is called Subway Runner Revival. There was another Subway Runner expansion, but that one took its own approach to the original mod. But this one is more faithful to the original, just fixing incompatibilities and cleaning the place up, so you should experience way less bugs. Especially considering there is almost 0 bug reports, at least that are still open, and the one that was reported already got fixed. There is a map on the mod page showing all the entrances and just how far this mod really goes and how big it is. Honestly, I ended up getting lost in here a few times, and it's just like a maze. But I enjoyed every second of it. Well, besides the getting lost part. And after playing that mod in the flesh, I was kinda expecting some jump scares, but fortunately there were none. But another mod I wanted to mention is a mod called Subway Runner Revival NPCs add-on. This just adds more NPCs to the subway so it doesn't feel so lonely down there. It's kinda the little mods that matter, because it adds NPCs to the stations and also the tunnels, because some tunnels are just downright creepy, especially knowing you're the only one there. Or at least the only one that you can see, maybe something is secretly watching us. But fair warning, this mod is still very new, literally less than 2 weeks old, so maybe there will be some bugs that haven't been addressed yet, but in my time using this, I haven't noticed any bugs, at least that had to do with this mod. And if you want to add just one more mod on top of this, because I feel like they work together, I advise Manhole Covers of the Commonwealth. Just adding a little bit more immersion to your game by making certain types of smoke or radiation clouds flow out of manholes. But I mean, that kind of sounds complicated, but it's a pretty subtle mod. Probably one of those type of mods that you forget you have until you just happen to notice it out the corner of your eye. And I figured this works well with Subway Runner because now there's more activity down there. So I guess smoke could be seen occasionally, maybe. Another quick mod is Workshop Highlight Fix. I'm not sure if I can call this a fix really, but this mod removes the dumb idea of completely obscuring the object and what you want in green. Now the green is just moved to an outline so you at least know what you're working on. There really isn't much of a better way for me to explain this mod, but this is a must have. Especially if you love crafting highlight fix, which I'm currently using also. But honestly, that was pretty much it for today, guys. Most of the new mods were guns and or armor mods. At least for this video, but let me know what you thought down below in the comments and what mod you think I should have showcased that I missed. But without further ado, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Peace and love, guys.